Stadium just north of downtown Tampa. Coming up is a rematch of Super Bowl 55, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a two-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no.
Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 28 yards. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercepted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left.
Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to have it here just past the 25.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 26.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd and 7. Handoff now for Pacheco. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 34. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Room to run at the 50. Mecole Hardman. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
10 more there and another first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And with that pick six a moment ago, they surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here, brand new ball game, 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go right back to White here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first. Down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A nightmare of a first half for them. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter. This still anyone's contest. A 2-point game as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield leading the Buccaneer offense out for another series.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
A run to begin the second half with White.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
3rd and 3.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Working out of the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And a catch right side by Evans. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
Going right side is White, and he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 43-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
From the gun, Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Here is 3rd and 5. Baker changing the play at the line. Mayfield with it once more. Rolling to his right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton from 3 yards out. And the Bucs have retaken a third-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, my goodness. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. And they'll run with Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's bad. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Blake Bell. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Mayfield and the Bucs down 21-20, 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. This is White on the screen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's a 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun with White. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. They stay on the ground with White. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Mayfield. That's completed right side to Palmer. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mayfield. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Mayfield to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They run straight ahead here with White. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. The thing that they're...
After review of the play,
officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And
today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast.
Coming up is a rematch of Super Bowl 55, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Harrison Butker ready to get us started. This should be fun. The Chiefs and Bucs are underway from Tampa. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
They go play action. Mayfield.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey from 19 yards away.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Opting to run again here with White. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On the handoff, this is White. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. That's complete to Palmer. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Another carry now for Edmonds. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now Baker going to change it up. Mayfield. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. White. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are back within a couple of the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And he's brought down. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but, hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Watson. It's caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield on play action. Now he's forced out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run the draw play. This is White. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Mayfield.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain. A whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
On first down, Mahomes looking downfield for Kelsey. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and short, McKinnon.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Mahomes now on 1st down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Handoff, it's McKinnon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they could at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
First down, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to bring up second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A throw over the middle taken in, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. An audible here to get a new look. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Evans comes in motion right. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up.
Set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Mayfield looks to throw.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Mayfield to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel. For that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they aren't back within a single point here in the fourth. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home. Harrison Butker ready to get us started. This should be fun. The Chiefs and Bucs are underway from Tampa. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So, CD, his very... first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Pacheco once again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
McKinnon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball. Will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in. Control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away. He'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a dump off to White. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll buy some time right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, this
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On play action, here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now Tua on the bootleg here, sliding out of the pocket.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Mostert is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Achane.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 87 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. In motion, Hill. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he will have a Dolphins first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
Now Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
In motion, Hill. On 1st down, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end, Smythe. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
18 yards for Raheem Mostert, and the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. On first down, Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Throwing is Hurts.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Looking to throw. Steps away. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's got room. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Now back to throw. Rolling to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So all
right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
From midfield, here's Tua. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Now 3rd down and 7. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
45. Mike, 45.
On 2nd down, Swift. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down.
And going deep for Hill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On second down, Tua.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. From the gun, here's Swift.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll look to throw.
Able to fire.